The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
What is up, guys? Luke McGuire here. Let me know if you can hear me and see me okay. I'm using a different microphone today, so if it sounds all right, let me know. Right, yes, say hello. Good. Awesome, guys. I'm going to say hi to you guys in the comments here. Awesome. We got Ed, Rodney, Casanita, Keon. Awesome names here today. Leo, Haji, Max, Thomas, Rodney, Tom, Keon again, Roy, Thoy, Richard, Leo again, Shahid, Jason, Barry, Albert, Viren, Mariam, Costa, Tam. What is up, everyone? And it's going to keep on going. Jag, what's up? John, what's up? Hey, what's up? What is up, everybody? Good to hear you can hear me okay and everything's good. We've got Brian here, who's standing in for his wife, Claire. Awesome. Welcome to this live event today. Jason, I'm not sick anymore, but I still have this little cough that's hanging around, which is frustrating me, but everything's going good. Someone just asked what's behind me. This is actually pretty cool. Before we get started, I won a charity auction, Surf Lifesaving, down here, which is basically our Baywatch Surf Lifesavers, I guess. It's a Spider-Man, but you can see there's an actual original comic in there from back in the day. Big frame thing of one of the original Spider-Man comics, and eventually that will get hung on the wall somewhere around this place, which is kind of cool, but it's going to stay there for the minute till I find somewhere to put it. So, in saying that, today's a really exciting topic. I am excited about this. Sorry for last week. I actually wasn't on last week's webinar. I sent an email about that, but it seems I didn't send it to all the lists. So if any of you guys were hanging around last week, I apologize for that. The week before was on there, the week before that. So every week from now on, I'll be back here permanently. So you guys are stuck with me. You want to learn some cool stuff, be here. If not, then I'm going to try to do replays every week as well. Sometimes there won't be replays, and coming on this live means a lot to me, because if you guys weren't here live, then I wouldn't be doing these live ever. I'd be doing little videos and stuff, and it's much more fun interacting with you guys. So today we're going to be talking about cryptocurrency. We're going to be giving away some prizes. We're going to be showing you some pretty cool stuff that I've been up to as well. That's really going to dumb this down for you guys. As for me, I'm not a very, my attention span is literally next to nothing. And I can get bored very, very easy. And if I don't understand something, and I just don't do it or don't get interested or excited about it. But I mentioned to you guys earlier that last year, when this crypto space was going crazy, like it still is now, but when everyone started talking about it all of a sudden, I've known a lot of friends that have been in this space for quite some time, and they've been trying to get me into it for a long time. And I was just like, oh, I'm just doing my own business in my social media world, and I don't want to get distracted with anything else. But last year, when I saw everything going crazy, I wanted to learn more about it. So I flew over to Thailand, and I was living in Bangkok for over a month, and I was learning absolutely everything I could about cryptocurrency from there's 100 expats actually that were living in this one building in this area in Thailand called Sukhumvit. Yeah, it's sort of a mouthful to say Sukhumvit. And these guys were ex-poker players, ex-online marketers, ex-affiliate marketers, ex-traders, and they're all doing crypto. And the thing with cryptocurrency, which we'll talk about a bit soon, it's completely unregulated right now, which means there's a lot of scammers in the actual industry as well, but there's a lot of potential. Now is the golden time to be a part of cryptocurrency, and I'm so excited I get to share this with you guys today. So if you guys, let me ask you this. I asked this last week. I actually went on a bit of a tangent on one of the other webinars the other week, and we started talking about crypto a bit too much when it wasn't about crypto webinar. But put number 1 in the box if you have never been involved in cryptocurrency and this is your first time to kind of learn more about it. Put 2 in the box if you have some type of cryptocurrency, you kind of get it, but you're wanting to learn a bit more. And put 3, this is what you do full time, and it's your seasoned profession, this is what you love to do. Lots of 1s, lots of 2s here as well. Mainly 1s and 2s, great. Cool, but a lot of first timers, and I think this is great because this is the first webinar I'm doing purely on cryptocurrency. So we'll start from the very, very basics here. The way I learned it, we're not going to go into details of the really like how the technology works as such and stuff like that. I want to make this really, really digestible for you guys. Make it so you go, okay, now I understand why this is such a big thing, how it actually works, what the differences are, how do I get started, how do I buy my first Bitcoin or piece of cryptocurrency, where do I buy it, how do I set up a free wallet, and then we're going to start to talk a bit later on this, how to find out what coins, and how can we kind of try to predict what's going to be happening. Again, if anyone tells you that a specific coin is going to go through the roof in the future, you should say to them, can you tell the future? And if so, prove to me how you can tell the future. The only way people can basically have a really good estimate is if they really look at the numbers or they know some insider trading, because again, insider trading is legal right now in cryptocurrency as it's not regulated. So it's completely legal to do, and that's why a lot of my friends give me a lot of these hot tips of what's happening and deals that happen behind the scenes. And for example, there's one with a coin called Storm Token the other week, and over the other month now. They did a deal with Uber, and everyone knew this in Silicon Valley before the world knew it. So everyone invested in that. And the same with Ripple, which is another cryptocurrency. They knew a deal that happened with that. And even though they all hated Ripple as a cryptocurrency, they knew that this information was going to blow coin price up. They got in, they got out. So things like that, that's what I'm going to share with you guys as well. We've got one seasoned professional here, Tom. Tom, you'll probably know a lot more about cryptocurrency than me, mate, but I'm just going to be basically trying to dumb this down, showing people how they can get invested here, show them how you guys can get started and make some serious returns. I've also created a pretty cool software, which I'll show you towards the end of this actual presentation as well, if you want to check it out, that really makes this cryptocurrency world sexy, easy to digest, fun, and it will pretty much give you the best chance of making some serious money in this space. So we'll talk about that in a second. If you guys are excited, write me in the box, right? Yay, get excited. I'm going to turn my aircon on because it's hot. You can still hear me, right? Yes, I want to read your comments when I get it back. There we go. It's on. I'm coming. Yes. Awesome, guys. Okay, so let's get started with the very basics and jump into this webinar right now. Awesome, guys. I love seeing you guys getting excited because the more you guys talk to me, I'm going to be looking who's interacting the most, and I'm going to be giving away some cash prizes. I might even give away some crypto prizes as well in terms of I might give you guys some Ethereum. We might give you a little bit of Bitcoin. We'll see what we do by the end of this. We'll see it being the most engaging, and we'll see what happens. So let's get started here. You see this on my screen right now. Let's talk about the differences between cryptocurrency and fiat. And fiat being government issued money like the Australian dollar, the US dollar, so on and so forth. Now, this is just a diagram I got off one of these sites here. And it says basically the difference here. So let's start at the top. Cryptocurrency is 100% digital. It's not tangible. It's not, you can't feel it, you can't grab it. And that actually can make people a bit scared because it's not a physical means of money. Whereas fiat, it's a physical way of exchanging money. You can exchange it with paper money, with coins. But if you really think about it, guys, how often do you use your ATM card? Realistically, the actual money banking world is very, very digital as well. For me, I never carry cash. I spend it too quickly. I use my card all the time. That number in my bank account is a 100% a number. It's not a physical piece of paper. Yes, if I wanted to go get a physical piece of paper, I could, but I don't, and I just use the numbers in my account. And that's the whole brain thing of thinking it. But so people freak out that there's no actual tangible asset with cryptocurrency. But realistically, with fiat, you are probably using digital currency already every single day. And a nice way I like to look at this here, especially in the cryptocurrency world, is that when people used to trade in gold was the main way of that people would pay for things, right? When the government said, okay, well, we need to transfer more money quickly around the world, it was too hard to do it with gold, for example, they introduced paper money. And I'm sure everyone back then would have looked at that piece of paper being like, guys, this is a piece of paper. I would rather have this physical gold because I know this gold is worth something. That piece of paper is just a piece of paper. Whereas now we look at a $100 bill and go, wow, that's $100 that is worth X amount because we put that value on that piece of paper when really it's just a piece of paper, if you know what I mean. Now, again, with cryptocurrency, that's why it's exploded Bitcoin, because there's so much trust, not just in the coin, but in the software behind it, which we'll talk about it in a minute. But I hope that gives you guys a bit of an idea of why people are actually really, really excited about this cryptocurrency world. I'm just going to read the comments here as well. Kevin says, gold is the official currency of the USA. Money is an idea backed by confidence. The paper is actually illegal and not backed by anything unlike gold. Exactly. And the way I look at this in anything as well is anything of worth is purely from what people say it's worth. Like, at the end of the day, this iPhone is worth X amount because the Apple knows I can charge this much because people value this phone at that much, right? In a year's time, this phone's not going to be worth as much as it's going to be something else that people put their value in more and trust in more. So let's start with that. Now, cryptocurrency is presented by private and public pieces of codes. Basically, what that means is whenever you send cryptocurrency, you send it from your personal address to another address, and it's all done through the blockchain. Now, the way I like to explain the blockchain, that's the technology behind Bitcoin. It's the technology behind Ethereum, behind all cryptocurrencies. There's a lot more than that. But the way I like to explain the blockchain, this is deep, we're going to get into the blockchain definitions, is that if you think of Facebook as Bitcoin and you think of the internet as the blockchain, Facebook needs the internet to run. The internet is really the big power player in that equation, because without the internet, Facebook doesn't work. Same with Bitcoin and any cryptocurrency. Say Bitcoin is the Facebook, Ethereum is the Twitter. They both need the blockchain to actually work. So that's the way I like to explain it there. That's as deep as we'll go into that. But just know the value is really in the blockchain technology itself, and we'll talk about why in a second. Actually, let's talk about. I'll talk about after we go through this here. And again, here, so presented by private and public pieces of code, and real money, like actual paper money, fiat money, government issued monies, and paper and coins, and digital as well. Now, with cryptocurrency, this is a huge part of why it is so valuable. Is that there is a limited supply of each cryptocurrency. Now, there's a limited supply. There's only ever going to be X amount of Bitcoins. I think it's 23 million Bitcoins or 22 million Bitcoins that will ever be released ever. I think 80% of them are actually released right now, maybe 82, something right now. Someone can probably tell me in the comments. But you guys get the idea that with any cryptocurrency, there is a top of how many coins that will ever be released right away. Whereas with fiat money, government issued money, governments can keep on printing money, which devalues that money. It basically, with inflation and everything, it makes that money worth less the more that gets printed, and the governments can print as much as they want, which is why so many countries are in debt because of that. They're just printing and printing and printing and getting the country in more and more and more debt. Now, cryptocurrency is created by computers, and fiat money is obviously issued by the government. How is this money created by computers? Now, again, a nice way I like to explain this, it's through computers that they call it mining. So a very simple way to define this is if you think of the music industry, for example. You know, when everyone was sharing files across the internet, torrents, there was file sharing, illegal file sharing. And what that happens is I'll download a torrent file, which means I'll download this little piece saying, I want everyone who has this song to send me little bits of this song. And once I've got all the little bits of the song from thousands of computers, I then have that full song, and then I'll share that song across to other people, right? That destroyed the music industry from people buying CDs. No one does it anymore. Everyone streams, everyone uses YouTube. It's all free because file sharing destroyed that. It made it completely decentralized. Now with cryptocurrency, the way coins get created is through mining, which is basically every time I send a transaction, thousands of computers kind of do what torrents were doing by sending thousands of pieces of information. Thousands of computers go out and actually solve equations to authenticate that transaction is real, Once it's authenticated, the transaction is processed with zero human error, no humans are involved, and each of those people that have actually had these mining setups, these computers that mine and basically solve these equations, get given X of a percent of whatever cryptocurrency of that transaction they have just solved. Now, we're not going to get into mining here because that's not for everyone, but I hope you guys get the idea of how that actually kind of makes sense. It's just thousands of computers really out there solving this problem, and I'll tell you what's so important as well in a minute. Now, again, cryptocurrency is completely decentralized. It's not controlled by any one entity or government, which means no matter what happens to the world, no matter if my bank account, my bank in Australia decides to go, I'm going to shut down and I'm going to steal your money, and that's too bad because we've got it, and see you later. Well, if that happened, I'm screwed. I can't do anything. I don't really own my money. My bank owns my money. My bank lends my money to other people. My bank is in control of everything, and my bank's controlled by governments and whatnot. Now, also because it's decentralized, that means there is zero fees involved. So if I'm going to be, well, saying that, I mean fees like Visa. There's no Visa fees. There's no MasterCard fees. There's no PayPal fees. There's no third-party fees whatsoever, because the way it works is I'll actually be working. If I send a Bitcoin to you, it's purely you and I. There's zero actual human error involved because no humans are involved. It's all done by the computers over the blockchain. It's free. It's free to have a wallet. It's free to get started. Some of these exchanges, when you buy Bitcoin, they'll have a small percentage or half a percent fee for buying it and whatnot, but the actual process is free, or almost like 0.00x of a percent and stuff. It's next to nothing, guys. So there's no third parties involved. Now, this is an interesting fact I found out the other day. If I send a PayPal transaction to someone else, 600 different entities get that information that I've sent that transaction. So if I buy something off eBay, 600 people get that information that I bought that off eBay. It's in that turn. It's pretty crazy, and that's completely centralized and controlled. With cryptocurrency, it is completely anonymous. There's no third parties involved. No one else has the information that you've actually sent that, what you've sent that money for, what the cryptocurrency for. If I wanted to send $1 million from here to America, it's going to cost me thousands of dollars in fees. It's going to take days. With cryptocurrency, you can send $1 million in Bitcoin very, very quickly to someone overseas at zero fees within the same day, within probably the hour. It's a really, really cool way to be actually going out and trading. And someone says here, will there be a PDF? Yes, there won't be a PDF for this, but I'll post this replay so you can go over it again and again and again. But I'm going to show you guys something pretty cool later on as well that's going to simplify this further. Now it says here, the value of fiat currency is determined by markets and regulations. The value is not determined by supply and demand for cryptocurrency. I don't know if I fully agree with this last point here, because there is a limited supply of the actual cryptocurrencies. So say for Bitcoin, 23 million, I think it is, that will ever be released. Once they're all released, that 23 million, it's going to come down to a supply and demand situation. All the Bitcoin are released. People want it, so it's going to push the price up. And the thing with Bitcoin is you don't full Bitcoin. People think one whole Bitcoin is what you need to buy, and they're like, oh, it's $10,000. I can't afford that. You can buy half of a Bitcoin, a quarter of a Bitcoin, 0.000x of a Bitcoin. You can break it down, and the more the value goes up, the more Bitcoin can get broken down. Jag says here 21 million for Bitcoin is the market cap there for that. So thank you for letting me know there. But supply and demand, I believe, does take a big impact here, and it's why a lot of these different coins as well go absolutely crazy. And again, I want to mention something with the world right now in this cryptocurrency world. There are thousands of other coins out there. They're called altcoins. So coins, basically like other coins, like Ethereum, Ripple, WePower, WeRocks. There's thousands and thousands and thousands of them. So we'll go through some of them a bit later on in this webinar. But all of them have different reasons for being in existence. For example, I want to give you guys an example now. So everyone knows Bitcoin as the main coin for actually doing transactions. Like Japan accepts Bitcoin everywhere right now. You can go and buy a can of Coke with Bitcoin in Japan. You can go let some Lamborghini dealerships in America and buy a Lamborghini with Bitcoin. I think Subway in one country is accepting Bitcoin. There's a clothing store down the road here that accepts Bitcoin. It's a way that everyone uses for trading for physical goods and services, I guess, and online goods and services as well. But there's so many other coins out there, and I guess the issue is finding out what these coins do. How do we get in them before the curve, before they go crazy? What are they backed by? And how do we know that they're going to be a good investment or not? We'll talk about a bit about that soon, but I just want to give you one example of a different coin to give you guys a bit of an idea. So there's a coin here called WePower that just got released the other week. WePower bases itself on solar panel technology. So here in Australia, I'm sure it's the same around the world, but if we have solar panels here, and if we produce more energy than we use in our house, we sell that solar panel, that solar power back to the grid, back to our energy company here, and they can buy it back off us because we produced it and we're not using it, and they'll buy it back off at us for a specific rate. And that's completely centralized. That actual rate is decided by that company. So what WePower is introducing is that you can then decide, you can either sell it back to the grid, or you can sell it to other people directly who need power in exchange for their cryptocurrency WePower. So every token is worth X amount of power. Obviously, it's a big plan to do all of this, but that's how it's backed on the value of the power itself. So that's one kind of example I'll give you guys there. So let me just fill this water up real quick, and then we'll get started into actually, basically, we're going to go into some exchanges, get you guys set up to buy your first pieces of cryptocurrency. So let me know any questions you have real quick. You'll still hear me while I fill my water up, and then we'll get smashed into doing this. Oh, 1 second. I'm back. All right, here I am. Sorry about that, guys. It's like I've been sick the past couple of weeks, and it's just been destroying my throat. So good to be back home. Let me know, guys, what country you are all in, so that I can actually kind of tailor finding the right exchanges for you depending on what country. Let me know what country you're from in the comments, and we'll go from there. I'm presuming most people will be from America, but let's have a look. We've got lots of USA, Canada, Gold Coast, yes, Portugal. I was in Portugal not too long ago. Germany, USA, Norway, the UK, Togo, Bermuda. Awesome. So we've got lots of people in US, Australia, the UK, and Europe mainly, and Canada. So that's pretty cool. So 1 second here, guys, and then we'll get started into and we'll get started into this right now. All right, cool. So the thing is, when you're going to go out and buy cryptocurrency, a lot of people just don't even know where to buy it and how to buy it. So write number one in the box if that's you. If you have no idea where to buy it, what to buy, what exchanges to buy, write one in the box. And that's totally fine if you don't. Don't be scared, engage. Like I said, people who engage are going to win prizes. Cool. Lots of people say no idea, no idea. A lot of people are actually, as well, probably already got started on here with their exchanges. If you have bought cryptocurrency before, let me know what exchanges you use and what country you're from next to it as well. So then I can actually share that information as well across. See, I'm in Australia, so I use one called Independent Reserve, which is this one here, but I'll show you guys a bit later on. And it looks very messy and ugly. Don't worry about that. I'm going to make this look sexy and fun. So I'm going to go through a few different exchanges that you guys should sign up with, because you can sign up with all of them for free anyway, guys. So you may as well. Now, Coinbase is probably one of the world's leading ones to buy cryptocurrency, because you can actually deposit money into your actual Coinbase account from your bank account and then buy the cryptocurrency, or you can use your credit card directly. Now, sometimes using credit card, there are small credit card fees versus if you transfer it, so you make a bit more money. yeah, a bit more cryptocurrency for transferring the money first. But in saying that, if you're not doing small transactions, credit card can be fine. So cool. We've got a lot of feedback in here, which is awesome. I love seeing how much you guys interact. So Coinbase, everyone should go to coinbase.com and sign up here. Not now. Don't do it now because we're going to be moving fast here to get through this webinar. But this is one good one to go and get signed up with. I recommend signing up with it no matter what. Because again, what you need to do is hit sign up. You're going to go through a verification process. Make sure you get verified past the stage where you have to send in your ID. Most of these exchanges won't let you buy much cryptocurrency unless you put in your driver's license or a passport photo to verify that it is you. It's a very, very protected space, this cryptocurrency world. And if you're not careful, things can get hacked, and they need to make sure that you're looked after and that you are who you say you are and you're not trying to scam the system. Obviously, none of us here would do that. But being such a lucrative industry, the security measures are pretty big in some of these places. So that you'll need to get verified. It takes 5 minutes. Same day you'll be done. That's one. Kraken's another one you can go check out here, guys. Kraken's big in Europe. So check out Kraken if you're in Europe. It's a good one. Bitfinex, this is another one I recommend signing up with. Again, you can see how ugly a lot of these sites look though. It's just it looks boring. Like it makes me like, I don't know, for me personally, I don't like looking at thousands of numbers like this, and it kind of puts me off a bit. But that's another one we can look at there. CoinMama, I think a few people said they use CoinMama here. Yeah, CoinMama, people use CoinMama. So everyone here's got, so everyone's using a lot of these here. Coinbase, yeah, that's right. CoinMama, check this one out. Also, a really cool way I found out before when I was actually trying to figure out how can I show you guys the best places for you to sign up, the best exchanges depending on your country. I just typed in Google, I typed in cryptocurrency exchange finder. So and then this came up here. So this is finder.com.au. Finder.com is big in America as well, I'm pretty sure. And this actually brings to me, for me in Australia here, where I can use CoinSpot, and it tells me what currencies I can buy through this actual exchange. I can use Coinbase, I can use Independent Reserve, which is what I personally use. If you're in Australia, use Independent Reserve. It has a 0.5% fee, which is the lowest I've found so far. If you guys have found lower, let me know. And so on and so forth. I can use CoinTree. You can see there's thousands of different places where I can go out and buy cryptocurrency. You can see here USD. You see this place accepts USD. And I think our Independent Reserve accepts USD here as well. So maybe if you guys, maybe I should use that there, which is kind of cool. Binance is one that I highly recommend signing up to, and we'll talk about that in a second. Actually, let's talk about it now. Binance is it's purely a cryptocurrency exchange. You can't actually deposit money into Binance, but you can deposit Bitcoin or Ethereum or any other cryptocurrencies into Binance. And Binance, I would say, is the leading exchange for cryptocurrencies. If cryptocurrencies get listed on Binance, they usually go through the roof. It's probably the main place of legitimacy for most of these cryptocurrencies. And I'll show what it looks like in a second. Again, it looks a bit scary, but don't worry, we're going to dumb it down hard. So you guys don't need to stress much about that at all. But another one that was really big was called Bitrex. And they've actually closed for new members right now, which is unfortunate because I love Bitrex, but I'll show you guys here. This is Binance, and you can see this looks like a bloody Excel document that makes you kind of want to cry. I remember when I first started to get into cryptocurrency, I was like, what is all this ugly rubbish? Why does every exchange look like crap? Even over here, even this frustrates me looking at this. If I look at the market, it's just so ugly and boring. It's like no one wants to sit around all day and look at stuff like that and not feel happy and excited about the stuff. Some people might look at that and get excited, but for me, I don't. Now, let's have a look here at what an exchange looks like. This is the basic exchange. Again, it's going to scare the shit out of you. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, God, what is all this rubbish here? End of the day, you don't really need to worry about it. But a lot of these exchanges just show information for hectic, crazy day traders that want to know every little bit of information. For me here, for example, say I wanted to go and trade Bitcoin for whatever area on whatever coin this is. I don't even know what this is. Doesn't look like a good buy compared to this, but I can just go buy here, how much I want to buy and what for and whatnot. Again, we're not going to talk about that too much in this webinar because this is just a basic webinar getting you guys excited and understanding it. All these numbers and stuff is what's happening right now. It's just really over the top and it does my head. And trust me, guys, I have ADHD. It's called high functioning ADHD, and it really just frustrates me like this type of stuff. So I don't even look at it, to be honest. Well, I look at what I need to. I'll explain that in the future webinars here. But here, every webinar will have an actual exchange section like this. So every exchange will have a section like this, which shows you what the different coins are worth and what's happening and whatnot. But in a very, very ugly way. We've got what we're going to do here is we can go ahead and deposit specific coins and whatnot. Now, this is what we're going to do. In a second, we're going to actually go out and create our own wallets, i.e. basically our bank accounts for cryptocurrency for free. But say once I've got that cryptocurrency and I want to send it across to Binance to change for other cryptocurrencies, because again, not every exchange has every type of coin out there. And I'm going to teach you guys is how to get in on some of these new coins that are going to go through the roof, or I believe are going to go through the roof from what I've been told and whatnot. But say here I wanted to trade in the independent reserve, I can only buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, or Bitcoin Cash on this actual exchange here. On Coinbase, I think there's a few more. I'm not sure which ones you can buy here, but I think there's a few more options there as well. You can buy Litecoin on there, a few other ones, Kraken, and so on and so forth. Some of them you can buy a lot more, but what the main goal in a lot of these exchanges is you buy Bitcoin or Ethereum, you then send that Bitcoin or Ethereum over to an actual purely cryptocurrency exchange like Binance, where you can then go out and buy. Let me show you how many coins these guys have. You can then go out and buy any of these coins here that are listed on this exchange here right now. And I can go to the Ethereum list and then trade for Ethereum and so on and so forth. But this is where you can trade for lots of different cryptocurrencies, but we need to buy them somewhere first, which is why I said Coinbase, Independent Reserve, Kraken, or any of these other ones here, depending on where you are from in the world. So before I get confused, before I make sure you guys aren't confused, are you guys confused with anything yet? If so, let me know in the comments now before we move on, where I show you guys how easy it is to send and receive cryptocurrency. If you have a question, any question at all, ask it now before we move on. And if you do understand, and this may, if you've had an aha moment right now, write me in the box if something's actually made sense to you guys right now. I've got Jim saying here that it's a lousy connection. So if you guys have any issues with connections, let me know here. Cool. So someone says here, is it important to use an exchange in the country I live in? No, you don't have to use an exchange with the country you live in. For example, I use Coinbase because they accept Australian dollars, and because that's what my bank account has. You need to use an exchange that accepts your country's funds, or if you have funds in a different currency that accepts that actual currency, because there's no point me going on here, signing up to ubit.net and then trying to buy currency here because I don't have USD or RUB. I do have actually USD, but it's in my PayPal, and most of these exchanges don't accept PayPal. So you need to use an exchange that accepts your money. So if you need to find an exchange for Germany, type in Germany cryptocurrency exchange into Google and see which one's the best. I can't tell you guys for every single one. We got someone here to put his name and saying, love this, didn't realize you could buy part of a Bitcoin. Theodus, he says, why do we get charged 2.5% or similar to buy Bitcoin? That's going to be the exchange. The exchange that you use will have different fees. For example, if I use Independent Reserve here in Australia, they charge a 0.5% fee for buying that cryptocurrency. That's how the site makes money. Some of these sites charge a bit more. If you're using one and you're using a credit card, then you're going to actually probably get charged a bit more because there's a credit card fee there as well. So you just got to make sure, have a look at the fees of every single exchange and what works best for you and where you are. Is Binance a wallet? So is Binance, this is Binance here, is this a wallet? In one sense, yes, it is a wallet, which means so a wallet is basically where your cryptocurrency is stored. And we're going to set you guys up with free wallets in a minute. Now, when you buy cryptocurrencies on any exchange, on Coinbase, on Independent Reserve, on Kraken, on wherever you're buying it from, that cryptocurrency is going to get added into your exchange. So if I go over here, I think in this account here, I have a bunch of different wallets, but in this one here, I think I've got like 7 Ethereum and like 4.2 Bitcoin in this wallet here, for example. So that 4.2 Bitcoin, I can have a look how much it's worth. $55,000 for these 4.2 Bitcoin here. But I'm holding this Bitcoin in my exchange here. So again, yes, I have a wallet here. This is a wallet. If I have Bitcoin in my Binance, that is a wallet. But the thing is, we don't get our public and private keys, or our private keys, I should say, which means a private key is basically my PIN code to owning my wallet. So realistically, Binance has that private key. I can't get it from them. Or Independent Reserve has that private key. I can't get it from them because it's set up in their actual backend software here. So what I would actually want to do, and what I will do, is send this Bitcoin over to my own wallet that I've created on one of the sites I'll show you in a second. That then I get my public key, my private key, and I then own that wallet 100%. And because at the end of the day, right now, if Independent Reserve shuts down, they have my public and they have my private key, so I can't get into it again because they've got it. So really, it's not decentralized when I'm holding money in these exchanges. Again, the chances of these exchanges going down are very, very slim to none. But, well, I'll never say none. You can never know. But it's better to get it off the exchange into a wallet, which we'll do in just a second. So looking down here, I have some of the other questions. Does the exchange sell or direct you to a place that sells? So an exchange, you can buy and sell different cryptocurrencies. So here, if I wanted to buy ARN, I could buy it here for how much I wanted to buy it for. And then I could sell that actual cryptocurrency back again for Bitcoin if I wanted to do that. And I can buy and sell according, and the fee here is 0.05% for selling it here, which is very, very, very low in the scheme of things. So looking down at everything else you guys are saying. So how do you know which exchanges are the safest from being hacked? Again, anything can really be hacked at the end of the day. Chances of them getting the private keys are very, very low. So Coinbase is the big, like the ones I showed you, they're all fine to be a part of because they're really going to be work. Someone says you don't use cold storage. Yes, you can use cold storage. Again, we'll talk about this further in one of the upcoming webinars. But let me go here. I'll just show you like Trezor. This is cool. This is probably the safest way to store your actual cryptocurrency. It's like a Bitcoin wallet here where that you basically plug it in and it takes the Bitcoin off the computer onto this cold storage device where the cryptocurrency is stored on this actual device here. So no matter what happens, it's not online anymore. You've got it on your little device there. If you lose the device, you can still get it back because they give you a bunch of these different names and numbers and stuff like different animals, and you have to go like pig, donkey, house, sea, and so on and so forth, and you get it back. But this is probably the safest way to get it with something like a Trezor here. Yes, there will be a replay, guys. Can I transfer crypto from Coinbase to Binance? Yes, you can. Any exchange, you can transfer it across to Binance. And I'll show you how right now, actually. So with balances, sorry, I'm going to go funds, sorry. I'm going to go deposit. And say I wanted to deposit Ethereum. Now, this is my deposit address. So what I would do is I would copy this address here and say I wanted to send some Ethereum from my actual exchange here, for example, in Independent Reserve. I've got this much Ethereum here. So I would go withdraw, and I would say I wanted to put in 0.5 Ethereum, and I would then paste that address in here that I got, my deposit, my destination address, which is basically my public key as such. So this is the deposit address here for Ethereum. And I copy it here, I go over here and I withdraw. No matter what exchange you use, there'll be a withdraw button next to the money or somewhere around. You go withdraw, the destination address is that, and then you type in how much you want to send across from the exchange into the actual Binance or wherever you're sending it to, guys. Now, a thing with this here is always test with a little bit of money first, or a little bit of crypto. So you can go 0.05, for example. Send a little bit across first just to make sure it comes. And it might take a couple of minutes to get there, but it's best to always do a test first to know that you're going to get the money and it's completely right, all right? So, yes, there will be replays over here. What else is there? Is the benefit of leaving coins in exchange. So there's no real benefit of leaving coins in your exchange. I've just been lazy, to be honest, and I'm always sending it around places and buying more. You can always, the benefit for leaving it in the actual exchange is you can often then just go ahead and sell it straight away without having to send it back across, because you can see here when I withdraw or send it somewhere, 0.004 Ethereum applies for sending it, which is, let me just go. Let's see what So $3 it's going to cost me in Australian dollars to send that across if I wanted to send whatever it is I'm sending. So that's not really that much if I'm sending lots of Ethereum. And that's the rule of this exchange. Not all exchanges are like that, right? So when I'm in Binance, it'll be different and it's much less. So it just depends on where it is that you are. So I've heard you should use a dedicated PC for crypto. I don't know, guys. It's up to you. You can get as safe as you want with this stuff. If you want to use a dedicated PC, you can use it just for crypto. I personally use my laptop. I use my iMac here. When you sign up to these different exchanges, you get different. There's multiple levels of authentication to get in. So, for example, if I type in my username and password, all of my different exchanges have a second level where I have to use the Google Authenticator app on my phone, which basically gives you a little number that you need to enter for the different exchanges that you're in. We'll talk more about that later, but you should be pretty fine using whatever computer you have. Wouldn't go buy another computer to do cryptocurrency. It's not really needed. You can do it on your phone if you wanted to. So that's how we then get our public address to send it across here. Same thing if I wanted to send it, I would go funds and I go withdrawals. Now I'm then going to go Ethereum. I don't know if I have any Ethereum here, but then I'd say withdrawal address. Say I wanted to send it from Binance back to my exchange. I would then go deposit, and then it would give me my code here of my deposit address. And then I come back over here, and then I send that in there and how much I want to send of my Ethereum, send it back over. It's that simple to send and receive. Just think of this number here like your postal address, like an email address. It's just the address of where you want it to go to, guys. So that's how simple it is to go ahead and send and receive. And yes, there will be replays, guys. There's always going to be replays. Don't worry about that. So moving on. Who's excited now? Who understands this? Who understands exchanges? Who's going to go out after this webinar and get signed up to exchanges? And who's ready to create your first wallet for free? Let me know, right? Yes, get excited. Let me know. Max is ready. Waiting for name is ready because you haven't put your name in. Hudge is ready. Mars is ready. Max is ready. Dre is ready. Lionel is ready. Lil is ready. Catherine's ready. Marion, Roy, Carl, Jack, Otis, Thor, Steve, Rodney, Claire, Cleo, Colin, Ernest, Wolfgang, Karen, Joanne. All right, good. I'll keep on going, and you guys will just be here for hours while I rattle off people's names, especially some that I can't pronounce very, very well. So let's get started here. So let's create a wallet. And a quick question here that says, why is your free wallet better than any of the existing ones? Again, it's not my free wallet. I didn't create this wallet. I'm showing you guys where to get your wallets from, and they are free. Now, exchanges, again, if you have a wallet in your exchanges, this is being held here, but again, you don't have a private key, which gives you access to everything in that actual wallet, which means, so say if I have a private key, no matter what shuts down, I'll always be able to access my wallet. If independent reserve shuts down and I don't have my private key, I don't have access to my cryptocurrency. So for Bitcoin, I use blockchain.info. If you use a different wallet online, let me know what wallet you guys use for Bitcoin. I know you just got here and missed out. There's going to be a replay. Don't worry. Blockchain.info, guys, for Bitcoin wallets. If you use a different type of wallet, let me know which one you use for Bitcoin. Someone says uses Exodus. If you use a different type of Bitcoin wallet, let me know. So that's for Bitcoin. But now what I'm going to show you guys here is, my next thought, is the Ethereum wallet. So Ethereum is probably it is the world's next biggest cryptocurrency. It's used a lot for smart contracts. A lot of, if people are trading online, a lot of people prefer to use Ethereum. It's often faster than Bitcoin. The blockchain network behind it. So for example, there's coins that will be built on the Bitcoin blockchain network. So the internet for Bitcoin as such, other coins will be on that actual technology. With Ethereum, there's different actual cryptocurrencies that are built on the Ethereum blockchain network. So again, we don't need to get too into detail here. Someone here uses Bitcoin wallet. Someone uses Arbiters iOS for Android. Cool. So for Bitcoin, blockchain.info, type in Bitcoin wallet into Google. You can find different ones that you might want to use, but it's free. And then for Ethereum, like any coin that's on the Ethereum blockchain, which you will find is a lot of different coins, My Ether Wallet. I might put that in chat for you guys. myetherwallet.com. myetherwallet.com. Spell that right. So when the first time you jump on here, you're going to get a bunch of notifications of what to do, be safe. So make sure you go through all of them. There's some really good information on this site as well when you first get started. And this is how quick it is to create a wallet here. So watch this. Don't go do it now. Watch this. Do it after. And I'm going to answer your question in 1 second. So we're going to enter a password here that we want. So I'm going to type in test password 1, 2, 3. Now you guys can all hack me if I wanted to. Let me do it again. So we're going to create a new wallet. Now, the first time you do this, it's going to say download your key store file. Make sure you download it. Read this information. Do not lose it. It can't be recovered. Do not share it. Your funds will be stolen if anyone gets onto this. Make a backup. Copy it. Save it. Put it on USB somewhere. Make sure you have a copy of it and you know where that copy is. Download it. There we go. I understand. I'm going to continue. This is my private key for this brand new wallet. Don't worry, guys. You can write this down, and because I'm never going to use this wallet to put cryptocurrency in there. So if anyone's watching us on a replay, if there's some little scammer on the YouTube that's trying to find my stuff, this is the key you want to hack into, because there's going to be nothing in there for you to hack. But I'm just showing this as an example. So we're going to copy this. We're going to save that somewhere offline, and we're going to print it out on paper. What my friends do is they'll print this actual code out, they'll cut it up into 3 pieces, and they'll place it in 3 different areas in the house that they know it is. Because if this is going to be your key to getting into your wallet, this is the key to your Ferrari, this is the key to your house. Don't lose this key. Keep this key as safe as you would keep your firstborn child. So that's how safe you need to keep this key. So I'm going to say, print that out, write it down, put it somewhere, make sure it's in lots of different places. and we're going to go save your address. Now, how do we want to access our wallet? We can either access it through our file here that we just downloaded. So we can select the file we just loaded the actual wallet file and enter the password, or we can enter the private key. They say they don't recommend this way, but I'm going to do it just to get it into our wallet itself. I'm going to put that in there and I'm going to go unlock. Now I'm inside of my brand new wallet. That's how quick and easy and free it is to get set up with your own wallet, and there's no fees. It's why one of the big reasons why cryptocurrency is taking over third world countries, because a lot of third world countries, they have smartphones, because there's billions of smartphones in the world, but they don't even have a bank account because it costs too much in ongoing fees. $5 a month is a lot of money to a lot of people in these third world countries. But with cryptocurrency completely free, you're good to go. Again, this is going to be, I can print my paper wallet here. I can see my private key here. Again, make sure you never lose your private key. Now, this is my public key. This is my address. This is what I showed you guys before, which is similar to the deposit address here for Ethereum. It's similar to the deposit address here for my Ethereum here. This is my deposit address right now for this brand new wallet I wanted to send. So say I wanted to send Ethereum that I've just bought into my new wallet. I'm going to go withdraw. I'm going to then deposit, say how much I want to send. I'm going to put my destination address, which is that one I just copied from my Ethereum wallet over here. I'm then going to go and I'm going to cancel out of that. If I wanted to then deposit money from here, I would then go deposit Ethereum. I would copy this number here and say it's over in my Ethereum wallet here. I would then go ahead and I can send it out from here as well back to my wallet by doing it just like that. So I don't have any currency in here, so I can't send it right now, but when it's here, it'll come up with how many Ethereum you have and any other different cryptocurrencies you have that are on the Ethereum blockchain that you are storing on this right now. And it'll show you how much it equivalates to different currencies and how much it's roughly worth and whatnot here. And that's how simple a wallet is. That's how easy it is. So any questions on that? If you guys don't have any questions, let me know. I'm going to just, while I'm going to go an overview here. One second, guys. I'm going to get up a Word document. I'm just going to do a little recap of what we've been through now before we move on into showing you guys something pretty bloody damn cool. I think it's damn cool. One second. Let me just zoom in here. Any questions, let me know before I change this over. How do I get a list of coins that are on the Ethereum blockchain? So all the exchanges that we're going to be using, like here, you'll see here, for example, in Binance, or any of the different BitREx, or any of these big exchanges like this. I can go to the Bitcoin markets. I can see the Ethereum markets here. You can see though it's pretty ugly how like Neo is a big coin in China, for example. It doesn't really show you what it's about too much. It's kind of a bit ugly on this exchange here. But there's other sites like Crypto Compare and stuff that will show you about it. But I'm going to show you a solution to that in just a minute. That's really going to make this really dumbed down for you all. But let's see what else we got here. How much can you deposit? It depends on the exchange. If you need to deposit more, like for me, I've got a 20 grand a day deposit, which is a lot, obviously. But that's with Independent Reserve, and that's because I've built a history with them and they trust me. So you can do that with any exchange. You'll start off with a small deposit and you work your way up. Can you convert cryptocurrencies back to US dollars when you want to? Yes, you can. For example, if I'm over here, I then wanted to go back to my market. So I've got Ethereum there that I want to sell back into Australian dollars. Obviously, on the exchange you're on, I'd go to trade. Then I just hit sell. And I'd sell Ether for Australian dollars at the current marketplace. And I could say I want to sell. So if I sold all my Ethereum, I would get $7,500 back into my, well, plus the $37 fee here for this one, $7,400 back into my account right now. If I wanted to sell that right now, but I don't want to. That's how easy it is to get it back into your actual local currency. And that's the same with all exchanges. That's a very, very good question that I should have answered earlier, because people go, okay, I know how to buy it. How do I go and get it? So cool. One question here from Claire says, can you explain very quickly the difference between a public and a private key? So private key is purely your passcode to get into your wallet. This is your PIN code. This is, again, is the keys to your house to get into your PIN. The thing of this as the keys to your house. Then the public key, which is your account address, this is your home address. So think about it. The private key is the keys to your house. The account address is your actual physical street address where you want people to send mail to. You don't want people coming into your house with your private key. You want people sending mail to your house with your public key. That's a good way. That's a good analogy right there. Hope that makes sense for you all. Don't know what you mean by why did I choose a private key for the example. Can you tell me if CEX or IO is an exchange or wallet? Let's have a look. CEX. Pretty sure it's an exchange, but let's have a look. So this would be, this is an exchange. So wallets don't let you buy and sell cryptocurrency. That's a good way to explain it. Wallets, pure wallets like this, don't let you buy and sell cryptocurrency because you are storing it purely on the wallet itself. Yes, a lot of these exchanges have a wallet inbuilt, but if you don't have your private key, then it is an exchange. But and most exchanges don't. So on my wallet, you can't actually buy and sell crypto here. You need to send it to an exchange. This is a better place to store it though, because it's safe as you have your private key. So it says, is there any way to make a mistake in transfers and deposits, i.e. miss key or if you're off by a digit or two? Yes, if you are off by a digit or two, it's not going to go to the right place. There are ways you can get it back. And yes, and sorry, I just had a quick message I had to answer. I've got a bloody builder coming over to fix my roof in my house. Otis says, good info, easier than I thought. Is your account address the public address? Yes, your account address is the public address. Are the addresses private and public assigned by an exchange, or do you need to make a long list of numbers? No, so I just create, so the exchange, you won't get a public, you won't get a private key like this from an exchange. They won't give it to you. On wallets, though, they will make it and give it to you here. When we started, just watch the replay, you'll see again. Is there a time urgency? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Cool. If a business incorporated in Hong Kong, which is tax-free because it's an online business, can I use cryptocurrency as a bank for business in lieu of a traditional bank in Singapore? So this, I'm not going to put too much advice on tax laws and stuff around the world. From what I've spoken to my accountants here in Australia and some places around the world, it's that you can use these actual, because it's not regulated yet, guys. It will get regulated eventually. Right now, it's not, which is why it's a golden time to be in. Right now, guys, you can go out, like right now, governments don't know how to handle this stuff because it's completely decentralized. You can't shut it down. It's impossible to shut down. You can't ban it. It's the way it's built is so it can't be shut down or banned. Or that's why file sharing is still out there and stuff. There's similar technology in a couple of senses. But anything you are putting into your cryptocurrency account, from what I know right now, this is purely for me. I'm not giving this advice. This is what I've been told, is that you don't get taxed on anything and on any cryptocurrencies here in Australia. You only get taxed on when you withdraw it back into a physical, into fiat, into your government issued bank account. Because in government's eyes, cryptocurrency isn't considered money really as such, in a sense. They don't know how to handle it right now. So until they do, if they ever do, if you're holding it in crypto and you make a lot of money in profit in crypto, I don't believe you get taxed. Again, don't quote me on that. But I've been told when you bring it back into your local currency, that's when you do get taxed. Someone says here, correct. So good, good, good. So that makes a lot of sense. Now, what is your next question that you guys might have? Actually, let's go over a quick rundown here. We've been here for an hour. We're going to go about half an hour more. Now I'm going to blow you guys' minds in just a few minutes. So we covered. Let's just go over what we covered here to give you a brief rundown. What is crypto? Why is it so beneficial? But actually, I haven't covered what you said, why it's so profitable as well, but we will in a minute. Profitable. Why crypto? Yeah. No fees, fast, secure, no third parties, decentralized, etc. Where to buy crypto? How to sell crypto? We'll touch on that. How to create a wallet for free, safety, procedures, etc., etc., etc. Now, again, let's now talk into actually going out and buying. How do we actually go out and find what cryptos are coming out, what they all mean? How do we actually make money from this stuff? How do we know what the market's going to do or best predict it? How do we actually understand and be notified when these things go crazy? What coins are coming out? How do we actually do some other cool things like arbitrage? If you don't know this, like for example, on Coinbase, for example, Bitcoin is being sold here for X amount. On independent reserve, it would be selling for a slightly different amount. What if you could buy it from place A for 10 grand and sell it at place B for 10,500 like that, make $500? Makes sense, right? So we're actually going into some ways right now to make some money here. Now, and just looking at the questions down here. Keelan says, sounds like software time. Yes, so what I'm going to show you guys now is a software I've created. Now, again, there's about 6 or 7 other tools that you can go out and play around with them all that can do this kind of similarly together. I'm going to be showing you this software right now. I've called it Crypto Suite. And it's basically a tool I've created to really dumb down this marketplace in the crypto world, make it look sexy, make it easy to digest, make it fun, make you guys basically give you the winning coins, show you what's happening every single day in the crypto world, what coins are winning today in the past hour, the past 10 hours, stuff like that. How can we have a look at all the exchanges and see what they're buying and selling for and make some money very, very quickly? When we start buying crypto, how do we track how much profit we've made, all that type of stuff, and make it very, very simply. Now I'm going to show you guys this software. I think it is sexy as hell. I love it when I call software sexy. It makes me sound like a massive, massive nerd. But again, I'm going to show you guys this for the first time. No one has seen this in the world. This is actually the first time I'm showing anyone. It's about 90% finished. There's a few more modules I'm getting added over the next week. And again, I'm going to show you guys this now. I'm going to open it up to 30 people. I'm telling you guys there will be a small offer here if you want to be a part of it. You can. If you want to jump out of this webinar now because you hate seeing offers and whatnot, that's fine. I built this because it simply makes sense. It's going to make this so easy for you guys, and I want you guys to be a part of it if this is something you want to do. And again, I tell you guys about diversifying your income. Have one core business in the social media world. Diversify your income in the crypto world, so then your money's never in one basket. So let me show you guys Crypto Suite here. I'm going to pull this up here for you guys. Now, again, this is basically going to go out. Since Max Coase, I love you. So funny at times. Thank you very much. So this is Crypto Suite, guys, and I built this because one, actually, I'm going to show you why I built it. It pisses me off when I look at it. One, no one likes looking at this type of crap, right? Who can agree that no one likes looking at this stuff here that looks so ugly and you want to literally slam your head in a car door, right? Everyone, like if I look at this, I want to almost cry a river like Justin Timberlake. But Crypto Suite here. What we are starting off with in this here is this is the homepage dashboard right now. It might slightly change. We can search all the different coins that are in the marketplace, but I've got some of the biggest ones here right now. And this is going to track how actual Bitcoin, how Ethereum, how Ripple and everything is going to be going. So you can see here, we've had a big drop right now in Bitcoin. So now is probably a good time to get into Bitcoin because it actually has dropped a little bit right now. Now I'm going to scroll down in a second and I'm going to show you two areas here that are really going to hopefully blow your minds, because we go through all of this information of all these different coins now every single day live to give you guys what are the best winning coins and the ones that have dropped the most. And if a coin drops, it's not necessarily bad. So I'm going to scroll down here so you can see right now, top gainers today, this green coin, for example, today had 140% profit change. So say I put in 10 grand yesterday, today 24 grand profit, right? So obviously that's happened, but I'm going to show you guys how we can predict how this is going to happen for coins in the future from what we're going to be doing here. You can see here 87% rise here, 84% rise, blah, blah, blah. Top losers today. So Datacoin has dropped by 80% today. Yesterday, though, Datacoin was on a top gainer, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe it was Greencoin that dropped yesterday by 80%, and now it's up by 140%. You can see how volatile this market is, but I'm going to show you in a minute how you can buy when the price is low and sell when the price is high in the right coins. Now, that in itself looks so simple there, but to pull that information, guys, and to make it look really nice like that, and to really just give you the answers, it gives you the answers of what's happening. There's no need to screw around looking through all this information, trying to figure out what's happening here and comparing this to this and so on and so forth. Now, what I'll show you, actually, I'll show you guys now. Obviously here, if I'm back over in any of these exchanges, I don't know what any of these coins do or what they are. This is for people that are serial traders. For me, I don't want to kind of bother researching it, but what if I can go over here? I want to know what green coin's about. So all I need to do is click on it, and it says green coin, live green coin prices, blah, 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 what it is, start to date, blah, blah. And I can go down here, and green coin is a mechanism by which open market can collectively produce, price, and trade private market carbon credits. So kind of gives me a bit of an idea about the coin. I can go to the website and see what this coin's about. And you can see it's a pretty crappy website. So I'm not sure if that's been manipulated right now, but we can see how this coin's going over the past month, the past week, and so on and so forth. I can see what the Twitter feed is if they have one. So they don't. So this coin, while it's had a giant boost today, I'm not sure if it's one I invest in. If I wanted to buy that coin, I can here. So if I wanted to go to crypto markets, for example, I can see here straight away if what the market's doing. So right now, Bitcoin has been going down in price. So the past hour has gone down by 1%. The past week, it's gone down by 5%, which is good because, well, it's good if you want to invest. Because you buy when it's low, you sell when it's high. People always do it the other way around, which is when people lose money. They buy when it's high, when the hype's going crazy, and they sell when it's low. Now, one thing I want to say quickly here about Bitcoin, for example, is the average drop or crash or correction is around 35%, which is pretty crazy. So the news talks about Bitcoin, everyone's talking about it, it goes crazy, it goes through the roof. Then there'll be a correction where it'll drop back down to a more reasonable price, where the hype and stuff around it is gone. And then it will build back up again. But over the past 5 years, that 35% drop comes down, but then it over doubles again in the raise. So it's constantly been going by history. So, so Claire goes, slow down, you're like my 11-year-old ADHD daughter. Yes, I do have ADHD, so you can see I get a bit excited sometimes about this stuff. So again, Roy, there's no minimum you have to buy and whatnot, but let's get back into this. So I can filter these cryptocurrencies according to any type of information I want. These are the main ones here. So for example, market cap, for example, is really going to tell you how much that coin is actually worth. If you look at this, so basically the way I look at this, so say Bitcoin right now, the market cap, that's how much money is invested into that cryptocurrency. So how much is that? 100, what's that? GNC, that's how much is invested in that cryptocurrency as such. I actually think it's more than that actually. But basically, if you wanted to compare Bitcoin to Ethereum one-on-one, the market caps would need to be the same. So if I doubled this market cap here, then Ethereum would technically be worth even half of it. So when people say Ethereum is going to be worth more than Bitcoin, still a long way to go. But anyway, this is going to tell you what's happening in the market right now. And I teach you guys in here in the training how to buy it, when to buy it, what works, what doesn't work. I can go through all the different coins here for all of them is what I want to. So for example, WePower was one that launched the other week that I told you guys about. Search for that. There it is right now. It's gone up by 1% today. The past week it's dropped by 28%. Volatile market, but I guarantee you in the coming weeks when this coin gets added on sites like Binance, it will go through the roof. And I know that because, well, I don't know it, but I've got a lot of insider information in this space. So yeah, maxed at $168 trillion for Bitcoin, pretty crazy. And the price means it doesn't, yes, there will be a replay, guys, don't worry about that. I swear I should just have a logo on the screen saying there will be a replay. So there we go. So that's the crypto market. So I'm going here and find any marketplace whatsoever that I want. NEO is a big one that's come out recently. It's a Bitcoin in China. But I can go in here and see what's happening right now. I can go to the homepage right now and just see what's happening in the market right now. So you can see already, boom, ERC new coin just went up 163% in the past however long. That's, if you can get in on that quickly, but $1,000 in, you've almost made what, $2,000 profit straight away. $1,500 profit. Pretty crazy if you do that. But how do we get that? And I'm going to show you guys how. Now, one of the big ways is with this alerts section. This is one of the core features inside of CryptoSuite. I'm going to try to make this look even a bit more sexy and good for you guys as well. But what this is going to do is give you live triggered alerts when specific things happen in the marketplace. So for example, I want to say, if I wanted to be alerted when Bitcoin drops by $1,000 in the past 24 hours, for example, I want to create that alert. And whenever that happens, I'm going to get an email notification and a notification flashing up here in CryptoSuite saying, Luke, now's the time to get in on this coin because it's dropped by X amount according to what you've done. So you can go instantly within the hour of live notification, and that's going to happen 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You'll be notified if any of that happens. Now, filtered alerts is something I really, really love here. I'm going to make this look a bit more simpler over the coming weeks. But say I want to know what the top gainer is in the past hour or the past 5 hours or whatever it might be, or past day. But I want to do the past hour, and I want to say market cap's above, let's say 6 million. And I'll talk about what these different sections mean here. And I'm also going to have a preset section for you guys in the next week as well in here as well. And the changes above, say, 20%. So say in the past hour, well, let's say 10%. In the past hour, I want it to change by 10%, and the volume is, probably get rid of this volume section, but let's just say 50 million. We'll just say 1 million. I'm going to create that alert, and now I'm going to be alerted when any coin is starting to go crazy and it's starting to pick up traction and it's had a big change. So you can get in there live because you'll be emailed when that actually happens. There's no other tool in the world that I've seen that gives you live notifications constantly of what is happening in the marketplace live. That's why people sit there every day and a day trader, they're constantly looking at graphs. It's really, really time wasting when there's a way to actually do that. Can we get text alerts? Guys, I'm going to be integrating Twilio into this, so you will be able to get text alerts soon as well. Obviously, with texting, there's going to be I might have to add in, well, actually, I'll tell you guys what's going to happen there in a minute, because I'm going to be launching this as an actual product launch very, very shortly. It's going to be a recurring offer. It's going to cost money every single month. It's a membership software, but today, if you guys want to get involved, I'm giving you guys a one-time investment opportunity if you want to get involved. If you don't, just watch this and think about these different areas, right? Because this is the important parts of making money in crypto. So no, there is real-time market info here as well, guys. It's completely real-time. But if you want to do filters, it constantly will check. So for the past hour and whatnot, if you want us to customize it more, we can do that. I'm here to give you guys what you want. Now, here, this is cool. Let me get rid of this. People use these apps on their phones and all these different ways to track how much money they've actually made or lost, if you have lost money. But my goal here is to ensure you don't lose money. But this is your portfolio. This is the most simple way to actually track how you are doing with your investment, guys. So if I want to add Say I bought Bitcoin. I bought Bitcoin yesterday at $8,000. Say I bought Bitcoin today at $8,000. I know it's 9,900 or whatever. I bought one Bitcoin today. This is the date, and it's going to go out and check compared to today's market value of Bitcoin, of how much I bought it for. I'm going to add that transaction. So today I bought it for 8,000. I knew it was $10,000, 9,900 or whatever. So I made $2,000 today. If it drops tomorrow or it goes up more, it's going to actually let me track how much money I've made. Not just with Bitcoin. I can go in here and add in. I'm going to click on this. I'm going to add in Ethereum. It just might take a second to pop up. Sometimes it has a mind of its own when I'm on these streams. There we go. Ethereum, but I can add in all of these different cryptocurrencies because they're all in here. You'll find information about all of them. Ethereum. I bought 7 Ethereum at, sorry, so I paid $1,000. I bought 7. And again, I'm going to add in here different currencies for you guys to make it more easy for you soon. Bought 7 Ethereum for $1,000. I'm going to add them in right now. But Ethereum dropped down today, if that's how much I bought it for, which I didn't, obviously. But now I can say I've got a total profit of $306 and a 2% profit overall. So all tokens are in there as well. In Claire, yes, CryptoSpeak will be an affiliate profit that everyone can sell. And if you sell this software to anyone else in the future, after launch, you'll be able to make a 50% commission on this as well. So there will be an actual affiliate option here. And you can track any type of coin that will be added in here. So that's your portfolio, where basically a lot of people just have their money everywhere. They don't know how much they bought it for. They're just sitting with Bitcoins. They don't know what their profit is. You need to know your numbers so then you know what to reinvest. You know what to take out. You know what to risk, what versus your reward. You know where you are actually sitting overall. Portfolio makes that very, very simple. And normally people have to download these other apps, like apps on their phone, like Blockfolio and all that type of stuff. This is fully mobile responsive as well. We've got the training video section here where I think I put about 10 videos in there so far. I'm probably going to have about 30 to 40 within the next week or so, where we'll actually go into individual trades, looking at what's happening in the marketplace and whatnot. One of my favorite areas here is the arbitrage. I'm going to make this look more sexy for you guys in just probably the next week. Looks ugly now, but when I simply give you guys an overview of what these different numbers mean, it'll make more sense. But I'll make sure this looks prettier for you guys because it kind of gives me a headache looking at this as well. But basically, it has all of these different main exchanges here, for example, and the different exchanges down here as well. And it shows you what the Bitcoin price is on each of the exchanges. So on Coinbase, Bitcoin, let's say, for example, it's selling here for $10,007. Whereas I can buy Bitcoin, say if I wanted to buy Bitcoin, I could buy it over here for $9,990, for example. Actually, for argument's sake, that's what I could buy it for at Bitfinex, whatever is over here. Bitfinex, $991. If I bought it here and then sold it there, right now, I would make 20-something bucks right now. And again, this actually changes depending on the market. So you can see here, 10,568 is what they're selling it for. So if I bought it here for 9,999 and sold it here for 10,568, I'm making some serious money for doing absolutely nothing besides buying it from one exchange and selling it on another. That's pretty easy money, you must admit. Right, yes, if that's easy money right there for buying and selling, just flipping Bitcoin from one exchange to another. Right, me, right, yes, if you know that's easy money right there. If that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, let me know it doesn't make sense. I'm not sure if this is frozen. There we go. Someone says, dream come true. Yes, yes, yes. So cool, so cool, so cool. Cool. We've got the Facebook group here, which is going to be a purely crypto dedicated Facebook group. Now, that is going to have some of the biggest crypto guys that I know in there talking, sharing insider information. We're all going to be working together there. We're going to share tips and tricks and make a real tribe in there in the crypto space. And we've got a news tab here, which has live news of what's happening every single day in the crypto world, the most trending news of what's happening, and so on and so forth. I'm getting another few tabs in here added, like an ICO tab, which means initial coin offering. It means new coins that are coming out. And if you can often get into these coins before they launch, you can get giant bonuses. So say you put in, argument's sake, you put in $1,000, they might give you 50% bonus tokens when it actually launches in a month's time. So you get 1,500 tokens, $1,500 worth as the day it launches, and you can sell it straight away and make $500. It's like a pretty crazy. I don't believe in free money, but I went and watched this and saw how this actually happened. Does arbitrage have all the coins? No, not right now. It just has Bitcoin, but we can chuck in a bunch of the other coins as well. We're going to add in Ethereum, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, a few other ones in there as well. And yes, so that's kind of the key areas here that I wanted to share with you guys. There are going to be some other tabs added in here as well. Now, again, this is going to be launched as an actual software launch with affiliates, and it's going to be a monthly recurring product, because to actually post these alerts out to people every single day and send emails every single, thousands of emails and then text messaging and all this stuff, it's going to cost me money to keep it running and updating. And again, I haven't done a software launch in over a year. I haven't had to. I don't push software unless I really believe in something that really makes a bloody big difference in the marketplace. Who here, obviously, as I said, I'm going to offer everyone here, actually, I can't offer everyone. The first 30 people I'll offer a one-time investment here if they want to get involved. Again, I'm not going to hard sell this to you guys. This isn't going to be a webinar where I'm going to drag this on being like, oh my gosh, we've got 30 minutes left and that's it, blah, blah, blah. I'm not here for high scarcity, but in saying this is your chance to get in on CryptoSuite forever. Like, at a one-time investment, you will never need to pay a recurring fee ever again. You get everything. You get the homepage here that gives you what's winning and what's losing right now. And losing doesn't mean bad. It means it could be a good time to get into some of those coins because they've dropped a lot and you can make some serious money there. You get the crypto markets, which actually shows you all the coins. You can click on these coins, see what they actually mean, see information about it, actually be educated of what's happening in the marketplace, because education is key. You can buy the coins from you. They'll send you to the exchanges. We've got the alerts. Again, not one other tool in the world actually allows you to have this section. There's no live alerts. There's no live messaging. There's no live notifications that will actually live track the market for you and then notify you when the time to buy is. We've got the portfolio here where you can track all your different findings and all your investments. Again, this is worth it alone, because if you don't know how much money you're making, you're not really being profitable or being smart with your business. Training videos, I'm going to be there putting so many training videos in there about cryptocurrency, and they're going to be purely for the CryptoSuite audience. Again, especially when it's monthly, I'm going to be doing videos every month, adding them in there. And they're not going to be public videos. The only place you'll find them is in there. We've got the Facebook group, again, where we can, again, it's private, closed, only to members only. The news section, arbitrage, ICOs. I'm not going to do, there's no upsells here today. If you guys want to be a part of it, there's no upsells. It is the one chance to have a one-time investment. I'm just going to throw this in now because I want you guys to be a part of it, I'm going to throw in either 2 months free of Insta Easy, which is my Instagram automation software. We've closed that down for a long time because we're putting that into a high ticket offer, or Instamate. You have Instamate for free or OctoSuite for free. You can have one of my other tools for free, or Insta Easy for 2 months for free there as well. Now, if you want to be a part of this, it's cryptosuite.com/special. And I know a lot of you might say it might be a bit much. It's not thousands of dollars. It's nothing like that. But again, I only want 30 people to come in here right now that are ready to get serious with this. It's one-time payment forever of $247. You'll never need to pay $1 again. I'm going to put this in the text box over here. And again, I'm not going to hang around on this page forever because I don't want, one second, there it is. I don't want this to be a sales webinar or anything like that, but I want to give those that want to be the first ever to be inside of CryptoSuite the chance to be here. Now, again, I look at these numbers here. Obviously, one of my teams kind of decided what he thought these are worth. It says $13,000. I think it's not. I would say a couple of $1,000 what this is really, really worth. And it's something that you'll have forever as an asset. Again, the big benefit here is you get that bonus and it's a one-time investment. So again, the first 30, that's it. They're the only ones that are going to get the bonus. If you're in, let me know you're in so I can check this out right now as well. I'm going to go back over here quickly to app. And again, purely for my audience here, this offer is not going to be seen anywhere else. I'm going to be taking this page down within the next couple of days. If we don't sell out right now on webinar, if we sell it right now on webinar, I'm going to obviously close it now. Nicholas, the offer will be available tomorrow if it has not sold out, because again, I'm not into fake scarcity. I'm not into anything like that. I want people that are ready to get in now, that believe in this crypto world, that want the tool, that literally spoon feeds you into what simply works, to have the training, have the group, have the team, track it, build this as a secondary empire along whatever your main business is. Again, diversifying your income is so key. Now is the golden age in cryptocurrency that can make you some serious money. With tools like this that dumb it down so much to make it worthwhile to actually invest in, spend time in, learn in, meet people in, it's crazy. So for example, let me just give you one example of what happened to me recently. I put in 100 grand into this ICO the other month. Again, obviously not everyone could put in 100 grand, but say you put in a grand, say you put in 500 bucks, 100 bucks, whatever it is. I put in 100 grand, and then what happened to that ICO? It 20x'd within a week. You don't get that type of return on investment anywhere else unless in this crypto space that I've seen anyway. Yes, there are risks, but I minimize the risk so much because my friends are the biggest in this space. They've been through this. They love this. They love the notifications. They love the arbitrage. I love seeing in a sexy way, again, sexy, what the crypto space really should be looking like, because this is what really makes people excited. There's some big money to be made here. It's now is the golden age. People think they missed the boat. No one's missed the boat. It's a couple of years into this and it's not going anywhere. So now is the time, and I want you guys to be a part of Crypto Suite. So go to cryptosuite.com/special. I put it in the chat box. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna send everyone the link here who's asking for it again. It's in the chat box on here. No monthly fee. There are no monthly fees right now. Right now, there is no monthly fees. If you want to be a part of it, no monthly fees right now. If you purchase today, never need to pay another dollar again for the first 30. Yes, you can invest in little as $100 a month in crypto. Literally, I always say that's a little bit more than you're willing to risk, and you then have skin in the game. And my job here is to ensure you guys can see the results. This shows you the results, shows you what's happening. It isn't this airy-fairy bullshit that half these crypto gurus talk about. I'm not a guru in this space. I've done well in it, but no one's a guru. No one can tell the future, but numbers like this speak the truth. So go ahead, guys, jump in here. We're going to look at the questions right now and see who's in. If you're in again, right, I'm in. I want to see who's in because I want to welcome you into Crypto Suite. And I will be letting you guys know on knowing what ICOs are coming out that are going to go through the roof, the bonus tokens, the private deals, all that stuff gets taught inside of Crypto Suite. Again, I love teaching free value like these webinars I do every week, but I also like creating software solutions like this that absolutely change the game for users, make people some huge money, and then teach further inside of this. Because again, I love giving my free time up, and I love then finding the people that look at this going, this is what I want to be in. I don't want to be that guy on the fence going, shit, I'm pissed off I missed out on that opportunity. I'm pissed off I missed out on it. This is what I look at it. If you've missed out on the domain name boom, on the internet boom, when websites first came out, the SEO boom where you can make crazy amounts of money with SEO, the Facebook ads boom when you can make crazy amounts of money with Facebook pages and Facebook ads because they cost nothing. If you missed out on all that, you then think you've missed out on Bitcoin, you haven't, and cryptocurrency, you haven't missed out. Now is the golden time to be in cryptocurrency. I'm going to jump this over 1 second to here, and I'm going to put this bloody real big so you guys can see it. Because again, I'm going to have a look how many has been taken in a second, and then we'll go from there. CryptoSuite.com/special. CryptoSuite.com/special. If you have missed out on all those opportunities and you've always been on the fence sitting on why have I missed out on these times, like now is the time. I'll tell you the story real quick. My friend Yannick over in Thailand, he bought 3,000 Bitcoin at $2 each 5 years ago. That's now worth $45 million, roughly. Well, it was the other day. Probably $38 million now. Anyway, for $6,000, he's now worth that. If he didn't sell out, he sold out when the Bitcoin doubled in price. Now, that pissed him off. And he's been in the industry for that long, right? Pissed him off now that he looks back on it. But he's now gone in and he's now made over $20 million this year, purely this year, the past 3 months, from crypto. He's 24. From what's happening now in the industry with all these other coins, with the information we find out on tools like this, he's going to be one of the guys I'm going to be getting into these groups as well. Now is the time, guys. So don't be that person that goes, shit, I wish I got into that when I had the chance. Even if you don't pick up Crypto Suite, I don't mind. Get involved in crypto. I taught you guys so much information here that I want you guys to at least get a bit of skin in the game and you won't regret it, because now's the time to get off the fence. Now's the time to do it. Now's the time to be invested and be a part of this right now. So I'm going to welcome people that are in right now. I'm going to go back here so you guys can watch live. Watch live who's in. So Ralph's in. Welcome, Ralph. Nate is in. Awesome. Pete's in. Karen's in. Who's in? Max is in. Bonnie's in. Jack's in. Lewis is in. Elliot's in. Richard's in. Adrian's in. Who else is in? Who's in? Who's in? Thaddeus is in. Tom's had a good point. Anyone who's afraid of spending $247 once to make hundreds of thousands of dollars doesn't deserve to earn a lot. It's that scarcity mindset, guys. People would rather hold on to little rather than letting go of a little to make a lot. And again, obviously there are risks in anything. I'm not saying there's not risks in this. Anything that's worth having, there is a risk. I'm trying to minimize this risk here by giving you guys a one-time opportunity. I'm going to go back over here. One-time opportunity to jump into this for $247. It's going to monthly, guys. You can still pick this up in a month's time. I'm not going to launch this for another month, roughly anyway. So now's going to be the chance for you guys to be a part of this before everyone else does. And when everyone else gets involved, it's going to be a monthly price, and it's going to be a monthly price forever. So if you want to be a part of this, this is the one chance to get in at a one-time investment, guys. So I think we're getting up there soon. Jason's in. When's the next webinar? I might do an on-call webinar in the next couple of days. Rob's in. Welcome, Rob. Rob and Connie's in. Awesome. Jag's in. Bruce is in. Marius is in. Yes. And guys, anyone that gets in on this now as well will instantly be approved to be an affiliate when we launch this. So that means I'll approve you to then sell this through a special link that I'll give each one of you, that you then, anyone that buys through your link, you will instantly get 50% of that recurring sale every single month until they cancel. If they don't cancel, you'll get it every single month into your PayPal, 50% every month. Or if they buy a yearly package, which it's going to be a monthly or a yearly package that I'm offering, you'll get 50% of that yearly package to your PayPal account right away. So say I sell a yearly package say I sell it for $247 per year, where right now it's one time only. $247 a year, you'll make half of that, 120 something bucks every single year until they cancel. And this isn't something people are going to want to cancel, because you can see it just makes things so damn easy, so damn sexy. Joanne's in. Steve's in. Oh, guys, we're 50% commission as well. And I'll do the sales feed for the affiliate offer. Everything's done by me. Everything's just done. Andrews, and welcome everyone. I'm so happy to see you guys crushing it in here today. Tom means, I said, what do you mean until I cancel? So say you sell this so say Tom down the street buys from your affiliate link. They sign up for 6 months, because it's going to be a monthly offer. 6 months, you'll get paid 50%. And then they say, okay, I don't want Crypto Suite anymore. If they say that, we go, okay, we'll try to save the sale, and then we'll cancel it for them if they don't want to continue anymore. That's obviously when the commission stops with that person. But with anyone else, you'll get 50% forever. Again, there's no hidden strings attached. I'm not like that. I'm too excited on moving forward with stuff to try to bloody do any of this shaky crap that a lot of these marketers do. Keon's in. Welcome, Keon. Judy's in. Welcome. Mike, there will be an actual replay, so don't you worry about that. I'll post that afterwards. Cool. I think we're almost. I'm going to actually have a look on my phone right now before we see how many actual bonuses there are left. But if you have any questions, guys, let me know. And if you get in now, let me know, because again, you get the bonuses, you get everything that's inside of Crypto Suite. No upsells at all. No upsells. Everything, all the new modules added, videos every month, private webinars, the Facebook group, jokes by me. I'm good at jokes and making this shit fun. Sorry for swearing, but I get excited sometimes. I get excited pretty often. So, guys, get into this now if you want to be a part of this. You get the 50% affiliate commission when you jump in right now to become an instant affiliate. Actually, no, I just didn't even see. You get all the tools to be an affiliate. Guys, we're getting close to that 30 right now. So I think there's about 3 or 4 more spots right now. So we're going to go that. We're going to move on. Someone said they emailed me, didn't get a reply. If you are emailing me to the email I send out with the weekly emails, that has over 500,000 people on that email list. And that's, if there's a support issue, go ahead and jump into the support ticket of whatever product it is. They can sort you out right there. It'll get passed on to me if it's really, really important. And if you still think it's really, really important, send me a message on Facebook. Sorry, not that if you still think it's really, really important. If you think I need to solve it personally versus one of my support teams, because I have the best support team, development teams, they'll help you with everything. So I can do things like this and get excited when I'm making new features for you guys and whatnot. But hit me up on Facebook if it's still important that they can't solve it, and I'll do my best to get in there ASAP. But now Zen, awesome. Someone said they need to wait 2 days to get in. Guys, I will do my best to hold this open again. I don't want this to go viral, because I know sometimes when I do these things, it goes viral. I want to have a small group, get some crazy case studies with you guys. Again, that's why I'm not launching this for another month, because I want to work with you all to learn about this, to get invested, to show you guys. I want to see your journey on this. I want to do it with the smaller group, which is why I said 30. I think there's about 2 spots left here right now. So if anyone wants those, jump in now. Catherine, get the replay. It's all good. PayPal's having trouble. Oh, Kerry, send me a message on Facebook, Kerry. I'll talk to you there. Good to see you in here. Kerry's one of our really good affiliates here. And then, they said there's an upgrade tab. So right now, inside of Crypto Suite, so someone's asking what this tab is here. So here, what's the upgrade tab? Right now, there's no upgrades because everything's included for you guys. With launches, we often funnel these things out to the front end offer, an upsell 1, upsell 2, blah, blah, blah. I haven't done any of that here. It's one, you get everything that will ever be added for this one-time investment right now. The software is live right now, guys. You should get access in email right now. If it's not been sent through to you, then I will ensure my developer sends it through straight after this for you guys. Gene's in, awesome, welcome. Awesome, guys. So that is Crypto Suite there. If anyone's on the fence, right, OTF, let me know what the question is, why you're on the fence, and I'll try and answer it right now. We'll try to wrap this up soon because, again, I think we've done a lot today. We've learned about cryptocurrency, what it is, what are some of the major exchanges, what are the fees included, if any, how do we then transfer cryptocurrencies from exchanges to wallets, from wallets to other cryptocurrency exchanges, how do we then go out and create our wallets, our private keys, how do we then go out and find what coins are, what they actually are worth, which ones are the winners, how do we then track how much profit we've made, how do we then buy and sell from different exchanges. We've covered a lot on this webinar, so I don't want to overwhelm us too much here. We've been going for 1 hour and 40 minutes, so I think it's really, really good to wrap up soon. Manjit says he missed the first hour of this. So Manjit, if I send you the replay, which I will do after this, I'll put it on my YouTube as well. You'll see exactly why it's so different to that. If you don't get, someone says if I don't get access to this, the link is literally, I'm going to go, let me make it clickable for you guys. Let me go. Let me put this in the chat box. I'm gonna put it here one more time. I'm pretty sure all the bonuses are up. But if anyone wants to jump in now, you can. And I'll make sure I sort you guys out because I don't want to leave anyone behind. And actually, you know what? I'm going to do this for the replay as well. When I send the replay out, I'll open another 15 spots for anyone that watches the replay. If you get in quick, I'll ensure you get those bonuses as well. But again, we are trying to keep this small until we do the public launch. Again, $247 one-time offer. It's one time right now. It's going to be going up to a monthly fee if you want to get it in a few weeks, which is totally fine. If you don't want it at all, take the information I've taught and implement that and get some serious results. I'm excited for you guys. Jump in now. If you've just jumped in, let me know. Marion's in, Paul's in, Andrew's joined to join the Facebook group. Awesome. I'm going to add you guys very shortly because after this, I'm going to run to the gym for a dirty leg workout, then come back here. The bonuses, again, are going to be Insta Easy for 2 months. If you want that, it automates all your Instagram engagements. We've shut this down for almost a year now and for new sales. It still works fine in the back end, but we are putting it into a high ticket offer. So you can get that. You can have Instamate for free, or you can have OctoSuite for free. Now that's going to be almost the value of what you're paying for CryptoSuite in general for a one-time offer here. Now again, when you're in this, you get all of these things. There's no upsells. You get all the different modules, all the trainings, one-time offer. You get the bonuses there. You get, again, some bad jokes from me constantly with extra webinars and stuff that I do. But I don't want to drag this on any more than I have because this is meant to be pure value, but with a bit of software in here as well. So I hope you've enjoyed this, guys. Everyone can be in the group if you're part of CryptoSuite. If you're not a part of CryptoSuite, you're not a part of the Facebook group, unfortunately, because it's a part of the package and it's for people that are invested. I want people here that are invested in this area. And if you don't like the crypto area, don't worry. We've got the social profit area every week. We're going to go back to local marketing next week, e-commerce the following week. I might even do crypto again next week, just since we're on the topic for now. But again, once this opportunity goes, it's done. You've missed it. You can pick it up for a recurring fee in the future if you want to. But again, just think about it. Don't let the time pass you by and go, what if I had have done that? It's really not that much money for everything you get forever because it's going to be going for a recurring fee, and you're investing in yourself here. You're not paying, you are investing in a tool that's not BS. It shows you live results. This is results. This is actual live proof. It's not like some flashy object that then promises the world and under delivers. This gives you what's happening right now. Then you just need to click a few buttons, invest, and hopefully you're going to watch your money go crazy as well. Like it's happened to me, like it's happened to my friends, like it's happened to people that I've taught. My mum sold 25 grand of her shares and she over doubled it within a month. And she was blown away purely with Bitcoin, not completely hands off, just sitting on it, watching it, and it went absolutely crazy. The replay will be available today. Emma, you said you can't see your questions. I can see. Bonuses, Luke, I said the bonuses, I told you the bonuses just a second ago. It's going to be the Instamate, OctoSuite, or Insta Easy for 2 months, and you get all the modules inside of CryptoSuite for free. The replay will be available today. I will give my mum a hug for everyone. Tom, she is the best. I am the biggest mama's boy ever. If you want to go on my YouTube later, have a look at me surprising my mum with a brand new car that I got her the other month because her car died, and she's had a hard time recently, so I'm looking after her there. But in saying that, guys, I'm going to wrap this up here. The bonuses, I've got the email list. So after this, I'm going to the gym, and then I'll actually email out to everyone what bonus you guys want, and then you can respond to me and let me know what bonus you want. I'll get you guys added to that very quickly. But again, go through CryptoSuite, go through the videos there, watch this replay. I'm adding more videos. There's going to be a lot more added within the next week as well. Bernice, welcome in. I'm so happy you guys being here. My YouTube link, yes, I can give you my YouTube link. Let me go to YouTube. If you type in, looks like Luke McGuire though, I'll get you the link. Type in Luke McGuire. It'll come here. Actually, these are other people's things. Luke McGuire is my channel here. I'm going to go to videos. Actually, I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to send this to you guys as well. So if everyone check this out. Mum first driving a Lamborghini and I surprised with a brand new car. Watch this video afterwards. It's a pretty good feel-good video. I wonder how many of you guys will cry. One of my biggest goals was to do that. And then I've got, let me go to, maybe this is it here. I'm just going to send you my channel link and you can go ahead and create from there. So I'm going to put that in the chat box. Guys, thank you so much for being in. If there's anyone else who's just jumped in, let me know. Kerry, that's all good. And send me a Facebook message. There is a special Facebook group inside there. Tom, no problem at all. Again, everyone's skeptical. He goes, Tom goes, thank you from a real skeptic. Guys, it's so good to be skeptical. If you're not skeptical, you're being silly. But that's why I love showing you guys the proof behind things that I've seen, the risks, the rewards. You can get a complete overview of what's happening in the market yourself, and you can make your own educated decision without seeing all this bullshit of people driving around in bloody helicopters and throwing money, thinking that they've been made money from a WordPress plugin. You know what I mean? So it's good to be skeptical. I'm going to head off now, guys, because I've got to get to the gym. I've got 5 minutes to be there because I have too much fun with you guys. You know, it's been fun. But I'm going to end this here. If you want to be inside of Crypto Suite, get involved now. You're everything. It's called cryptosuite.com/special. There's the link one more time. I'm going to make sure you guys see that. There we go. cryptosuite.com/special. If you're in and you just got in, let me know you're in. If not, thank you so much. Take the free training I did at the start of this video and implement it today. Finally, if you're watching this in the replay, I will open the bonuses up for anyone that gets in, for the next 15 people that get in today. If you get in, and then I'll email you right away as well. So take action now if you want to be a part of it. Take action in a month's time if you want to be a part of it, then when it's a monthly fee. If you don't want to be a part of the Crypto Suite, take action on the free training. Get a wallet, get an exchange, buy some Bitcoin, get excited, invest a bit more than you're willing to lose. And I'll see you guys probably in an encore webinar in the coming days or otherwise next week at the exact same time. Ty, welcome into the actual program. Thank you all. Have a great day. I appreciate you all being here every week, and let's make some serious money, not just in crypto, but in social media and our businesses as well. And like I always say, money is always a byproduct of value. If you provide value to someone else, you'll always make money as a byproduct of that. So let's go out today and try to provide as much value to those around us as we can. Thank you all. Have a great day. I'm hopefully not going to go vomit in my training session when I'm doing squats. I'm not very good at squats. Thank you guys. And again, someone said they're in now. Thank you very much for being in. It says waiting for names, so I can't say your name out, but thank you guys so much. Have a great day. Watch the replay or email it out later today and get into Crypto Suite. It's going to be a game changer in the industry.